Addon to flight deck.
Go ahead.
Communication check, please, and confirm that the brakes are set.
Communications are okay and the brakes are set.
Thanks.
Good day, everyone. So I'm here doing a review of Ultimate Ground Crew X by FS2 Crew. So this is one of the most must-have features or add-ons for Flight Simulator that you would expect after purchasing a proper aircraft like the Majestic Dash 8 or PMDG sort of thing. So this is a ground services support product. What it does is it provides you with the real-life support services that an aircraft will have to use in order to be operated normally in the airport environment. So the features include a pushback, which is what you see here. It has marshalling at the gate. It has a follow me car. It also has a start sequence without pushback features, and there's the emergency feature, which sends an emergency fire truck to your location at the runway if there's an emergency. So in this video I would like to go through all of these with you and show you what are the features. It's a very simple, easy to use product that requires you to just adjust the settings to your particular aircraft. So every aircraft has its own setting, its own configuration that allows you to get that perfect setting so that it is always right every time you go to every airport. So it works by according to the gate location. So when you load your aircraft at an airport gate, that is what the FS2 crew, the ground crew, recognizes. It is not like a random based on your aircraft. It is based on the gate location. So we are at our gate here. So I'm going to go back to the main menu. I'm going to kill this operation. This is the pushback sequence, and I'm first going to show you how to set your aircraft using the menu. So you go to aircraft profile settings, and this is for all aircraft. So you adjust the location of your support personnel based on your aircraft, based on what you can see on your virtual cockpit. So you have the marshaller, he's right here. You set his distance from your aircraft so that you can clearly see him. He's the person that does the marshalling at the gate. You have the bypass pin agent. So this agent here will show you that the pins have been removed from after your pushback. You could set their location based on what you can see. So remember, they have to communicate with you. So this is the location that they will always be at after the pin has been removed. Here's another one. So you set her distance away from you as well, just what's very convenient for you. And there's the one on the right. So you set his heading. So it's obviously based on a 360-degree arc, and his distance. So that is set. That is your pushback route and parking at the gate. So whenever you see a gate, whenever you're driving up to a gate and you see this marshaller there, he is always located based on the actual gate. So this is, I loaded this aircraft, and this is where it is. It was set according to the simulator, right? So whatever gate is of any airport in the world, this is what is going to be the configuration. The marshaller is going to be this distance away from the aircraft. So whenever you are pulling up to a gate, he's going to stop you right there in that distance away. If you have experienced that in a bigger aircraft like the 747, where you are inside the aircraft and you need to see what's going on, right? But when you're on the 747 and you're 50 feet above the ground, you have to that distance that requires you to see the marshaller is very, very wide. So you'll find that in some gates that you pull up to, it will it will actually push the marshal into the terminal. So there's also a very simple feature that you just adjust that distance. You could just you can manually adjust his distance. Like if you're not seeing him at the gate because he's too far inside, you can just the user interface allows you to just bring him forward a little bit, and it works again. So this is the aircraft profile setting. Now, some of these features allow you to adjust like your specific aircraft features. So in my aircraft, in the dash 8, the tug type is like a comet. You can adjust the different tug types. In the jetliners, you will have the TMX 150, and there are different types. I have chosen the comet, which is just like a small little car. User interface, you can either use voice control or menu control. So for PMDG aircraft, remember PMDG does not have us a very support. It doesn't support very well pushback. So what you have to do is hold the brakes, right? And that allows you to push back the PMDG aircraft. Right. So these are your features, and they're very self-explanatory. If you set that the aircraft has a bypass pin, then when the push tug is being removed, then this person here will be displayed, and she will actually show you that the bypass pin has been removed. Okay, so you save your settings, and that is principally what you need to get your aircraft up and running. But there's one more thing that you need to get, and that is your customize your offsets. The offsets are basically your nose landing gear, the pin location, your left wheel and your right wheel location, so that the ground crew X can recognize it. You just set that left wheel location. I have set mine already. Use these buttons here to set it left or right or left. Up or down. Sorry. Back or forward. Or up or down. This allows you to carry up or down here. Save. You have to save it every time you make a change. Nose wheel. And down. Save. If I can carry that to the left a little bit, right. Let me go back to the left wheel just to increase the height. No, that's good. Okay, right wheel. Save. And then toolbar location. Be a little bit too high. Or low, right? Save. Main exit door. Okay. Save. And that is your requirements for setting up your aircraft. So let's see if we can use this feature. So I use the button T. You can set your keyboard shortcut key to get the menu. Otherwise, you could just go to addons, ultimate crew, and you get the same menu. Okay, I just set mine to T, which is according to the manual. The manuals are very, very explanatory. They really try very well. I don't even have to show you what the manuals are like because I've just shown you what the manual is set to do. You set your profile settings, you set your offsets, you set the keys to get this thing up, and that's it. So let's do the pushback sequence. Now, in your pushback, the computer defines a route for you, right? It does that automatically based on your location, and it detects the actual taxiway that is computer programmed, and it also is located well on the lines. So he comes,
Ground to flight deck.
and he comes and communicates with you. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Communication check, please, and confirm that the brakes are set.
My brakes are set.
Communications are okay and the brakes are set.
Thanks.
Okay, so you could turn these different options here. We'll be ready in a couple
We will
of
be
minutes.
good to go in a couple minutes.
Okay, I will hold.
Confirm all ground checks complete. We're cleared to pressurize the hydraulics.
All ground checks are complete, and you are clear to pressurize the hydraulics.
Alright, so let's preview the pushback route. This is principally what you use to get your route. So you see that this is not a very conventional pushback route. They would not push me back all here, right? So they would just, which is very correct. They would just give me a pushback up to right there. But so this is it. So after you have viewed this route, you can close off here and then announce that you are ready for pushback. Normally they will allow you to either select left or right, but in this option you can see that they only give me the one option, which is left, but normally they give you either left or right.
We are ready for pushback and engine start. Facing northwest.
Roger, facing northwest. The pin is inserted. Release brakes.
So you see exactly how long it took me to set up this ultimate ground crew, and this is really how to get all of the features working. Parking brakes released.
Parking brakes released.
Pushing back.
There's one on the right side as well.
You are clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion.
You obviously start your engines now. Alright, so just have a look at some of the pushback tugs that they have available, the models. So, go to our profile setting. Yeah. Let's check out the shop. So we'll begin. This would be for your large aircraft. This would be for your 737 and the A320. Alright, so let's have a look at the user-defined pushback route now. So we begin the pushback sequence and you set a user-defined pushback route. Now, this is the default, so let's see if we get edits. Delete that waypoint. Click on it, delete waypoint, click, select it, delete. Alright, so that's we can get pushback as we would like. Waypoint. Facing this way, so we want to be facing to the right, so you add another waypoint on the line. Right. And we can do this till all the cows come home in the evening. We could go anywhere we want to on this map, right? So we are not worried about anything, but some complicated airports or something like that. Sometimes you get airports where this is thing here, and you need if you're and you need to get pushed back all the way out onto the taxi. So you're good. It is very, very futuristic and is very, very convenient. I really like this product. This is very good. Alright, so now that we have selected our pushback routes, we're gonna exit edit. No, not my shit. Did I do it right? Alright, so I think it saved it. No, something I did wrong. Alright, so I'm looking to know how to save this now. Wait, this is... Alright, here we go. Use the current route for pushback. Now, many language packs are available in this product. It supports different languages and for all of the features from English, German, French, Spanish, and a few others. So you speak in different languages.
Go ahead.
Communication check, please, and confirm that the brakes are set.
Communications are okay and the brakes are set.
Thanks.
We are ready for pushback and engine start. Facing northwest.
Roger. Facing northwest. The pin is inserted. Release brakes.
Parking brakes released.
Pushing back.
Alright, so you're supposed to do it exactly as we wanted it.
You are clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion.
Very, very unique product. It is. I would say that this is a must-have, and it is always on half off. They always sell it half off, like from $44 to $22, and it's very, very nice. But remember, for PMDG aircraft, you have to hold the brakes, okay? In order for it to push back correctly. Remember that I selected that this aircraft has a pin. Okay, so she's probably a pin agent. A bypass pin.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please.
Parking brake set.
Roger. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected and the equipment is clear. We will see you on the left side with the pin.
Thanks, and you can disconnect and go to hand signals.
Thanks. Have a safe flight.
Good. As predicted. So all ground equipment is clear. You can confirm that nothing is in front of your aircraft or underneath, especially if you're a larger aircraft, because he has just confirmed that everything is clear. So now you're good for taxi. Alright, so I've just started the engines, and I would like to show you the marshal options at parking. So now we will assume that we have just come in from a runway. That will be 31 left right there, and we have just come off the runway, and you have to stop. Okay, so you're select the marshalling at parking options. We just came off here, we taxied and we stopped here. Now this conveniently shows you all the locations, the parking spots and the airport. So you have all of these here, and so you can select any one of these that you want. we were just here right now. So we could easily go back there. I'll show you a little bit of taxiing, but let's just pick this one. So now he's gonna be waiting there. From the time that you select that, remember to be completely stationary when you are selecting that ramp. Okay, so now remember in larger aircraft, when you have selected the option, when you have set your aircraft options, remember that sometimes it might be too far. So what you can do is adjust the marshal's location. So sometimes you might pull up by the parking spot and you see he's not there. So what you can do is just bring him forward or back a little bit. Okay? And you just close it off. So let's taxi up to the gate and get his marshalling instructions. Remember, it's just based on the location of the gate, not the lines on the ground. Okay, sometimes the airports, the manufacturers, developers of the airport might have difficulty getting the taxiway on the parking spot on the directive lines, but no, that is not how it's done. If you load your aircraft at C65, that is where he's directing you to. I want to show you like a little bit of turning action as well, so because he directs you for turning as well, so I would like to show you that. I would go straight in. Alright, so it's time to go to the right. Left. Stop. That is how it works, and it works beautifully every time. It has no problems. I've used it, and the only problem I've detected is with a 747. You know, you have to adjust the location, and he adjusts, and it's just this one. And he walks up. So that is the marshalling at the gate option. Okay, so let's assume that we have just come in from a flight and we would like, for the pushback option, this is a new airport and we would like to have a look at the pushback features. So, you get clear of the runway and you stop. It's always very important that you stop. You have to be totally stationary to use the parkway detection feature. Right? Request follow me car. So you can either drive from the parking or you could show up in front of the aircraft. This menu will come up and you can select which gate you want to go to. Let's go back to let's go to a better one so that we can get the tuning features and so on. Let's go to C67. Right? So this, when you do this, you get the marshalling options as well. So he takes you straight to the gate. Now let me tell you something with this pushback car. It's very sensitive, so you have to be very realistic when it comes to using speed. Don't go above 25 knots, otherwise it fails and it starts to wiggle, it goes haywire, and you don't get it to work. You have to start it over. So be very discretionary about your speed. Don't go above 20 knots. Don't accelerate too fast. If you go up to 25, he's just going to go crazy and fail. Okay, yeah, you can't do that. You have to be very realistic. No taxi speed above 25 knots with a follow me car, because you don't really want to have a large aircraft following you behind you at 60 knots and you pull brakes and the pilot doesn't see and stuff like that, right? So you don't go faster than 20-25 knots. Imagine having a 747 moving not 60 feet behind you and he's at 60 kilometers per hour and pilots don't see you pull brakes and the pilots say, where's my pushback, where's my follow me car, he's not doing that, he's underneath, you know. So it encourages the flight simmers to be very professional about our taxiing, no quick. And if you do it properly, keep your speed within limits. 8 knots in areas like this, 12 knots in moderate, 12 to 15 knots in moderately open taxiways, 20 to 25 knots in taxiing up runways and stuff like that, then you're going to be fine. Oops, this taxiway has alright, so you guys, you straight up to your marshal. Stand to the left. Right. Theoretically, this is where Prepared will drop your aircraft if you started here. If you loaded your aircraft, that is where it will be. Not here, or based on the description of the real world lines, but it will guide you appropriately exactly where. And you can see me, I wasn't even looking at the line, I was looking at the marker, and you can see me directing me straight on the line. Very, very nice. Alright, so I've just come in, and let's say that I want towing now, so I want to shut down my engines. I get towed to the parking. Let's have a look at the towing features. Alright, as usual, come to a complete stop. Tow to parking. Let's go to Foxtrot 9. Here. And as I said, you can change this tug, right? You can change it to whatever the different models. Let's shut down our engines.
Ground to flight deck.
Go ahead.
Welcome, and we are ready for tow to stand. Gate Foxtrot 9. Release the parking brakes, please.
Parking brakes released.
Right. So this is the tug that we have selected in a larger aircraft. You can select the bigger ones that are more suited for bigger aircraft. Is those in your aircraft profile setting. And you're supposed to be able, you can give it commands, you can hold position, continue taxi speeds. Let's move at 12 knots. Right, it's all according to your area. 15 knots for an area like this. Moderately open taxiways. As you get into smaller taxiways, you want to get down below 8 to 10 knots. Right here. 9 knots. There's gate Foxtrot 9. Alright, so it really brings that dynamic, that feature of a real airport environment that supports the pilot. It doesn't, an airport does not have, it's not just you pulling up by your driver, right? It's a very restricted, a very, it's a very featureful environment. Why am I stopping here? This is not. Maybe they might give me marshalling. loads of support. And I've been flying prepared flight simulator for a long time, and this is like water on a dry plant. It's very, very good. There we go. So 1, set your aircraft profile just as I described. 2, set your onsets, and 3, don't taxi too quickly when you are using the follow me car, and you're good. 4, if you're in a large aircraft and you're not seeing your marshaller, just set his location. And I've been using this product for a little while now, and those are the basic features. But you need to get this thing up and running. It works in every single airport. I have used it in several airports,
Tow completed.
add-ons and
brakes.
default, and it all work. It helps you to
Parking brake set.
Roger.
to identify your gate. So say you're a heavy aircraft and you're looking for a particular gate, you use that interface, and you detect your gate. You set FS2 Crew to allow you to follow our vehicle, and you're good. Alright, so let's assume that we have just come in on our runway and we have had an emergency. We shut down both of our engines. Let's see what FS2 Crew can do to support us in terms of emergency vehicles. Now in your aircraft profile settings, you have to determine whether you want the fire truck to spray foam at your airplane, okay? There he is. So engines are burning, and we are assuming that this fire truck is going to come and out us before we have the ability to let off all of our passengers.
On runway 31 left. On runway 31 left.
What power? That's airport fire safety for you. That cost is included in your
On
landing
runway
fees.
31 left. On runway
It's like insurance.
31 left.
And that, in summary, are the features of FS2 Crew Ground Crew X. And I would say that this is one of the most excellent products that is available for sim. You have your weather engine, you have your aircraft,
On runway
you have
3
your add-on airports,
left.
and you have
On
FS2
runway
Crew
3,
Ground Crew X.
1
It is
left.
it's a must-have. It's affordable. It's always an half off. If you ever every month or so, they always give it to you half off, $22, right? USD as a steal. You know, you go get it. I will give this product a full 5 out of 5 review. I've detected no problems. It works very well. Default airports, small airports
runway
like reading or anywhere you want to go.
Left.
You
On
take your
runway.
airliner.
3.
You want to go and park. It shows you the
Left.
parking spots. You select your parking spot. A marshal spawns there. You go, and it is very accurate. He tells you to. He shows you exactly how to park. It works just as good as that VDGS of the SODE works. The what do you call it? The guidance system, the docking guidance system. I would say it works just as well as
3,
that.
1.
And
Left. On runway.
it really
3, 1. Left.
this is a must-have. 5 out of 5. Best product of the year that it was invented. And it always. FS2 Crew says that they always update it, right? Remember, you can get it based on different language packs, right? It doesn't require much system requirements, right? If
On runway. 3.
your prepared is running well,
Left.
it's not
On
going
runway.
to cause
3,
any
1.
frame rate issues.
Left.
Right, you could do it voice control or menu button control, right? You can I have mine set to menu. I don't really like using the voice, so I just use menu and stuff like that. If you like voice, you use your voice, and the marshal is based on real life
On runway.
marshalling technique.
3, 1.
Alright.
Left.
So it's a must-have. Thank you for watching my review. Consider subscribing for more of the best reviews of good products. Thank you, and signing out.